Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon. Magandang hapon. Mayad nga adlaw sa inyong lahat and welcome to Puerto Podcast. So, the Puerto Podcast, conversation that move the city forward. Ayan. So, muli po, magandang hapon and we would like to welcome ourselves. We are from the Philippine Mental Health Association, Palawan Chapter. So, before we are one of the youngest chapter of Philippine Mental Health Association, but now, kami po ay pumapangalawa na lang. Meron po kami binubuong panibago ngayon. So, congratulations sa atin naman, partner, no? So, ngayong hapon naman, we will be talking not just the mental health itself, but ano ba ang nagiging epekto nito sa isang komunidad at ano ba yung importance ng mental health sa ating komunidad. So, excited ka na ba, partner?
Yes! Thank you so much for that, partner.
And also, we would like to extend this wonderful opportunity to the Puerto Podcast for having us kasi ito ay napakagandang platform, especially those who need a voice, who need to raise their voice para mas makakuha tayo ng mas maraming audience, mas maraming makaalam kung ano nga ba ang ginagawa ng bawat organisasyon dito sa Puerto Princesa,
Not
Palawan.
just partner, no? And also, I think this is the way para kahit papaano ay maipakilala kung ano nga ba talaga yung meron ang Puerto Princesa.
Yes,
at ano
exactly.
yung mga iba't ibang klaseng agencies, organizations that can also help the people around Puerto. Diba?
Exactly. It is indeed a great platform to everyone. Kaya kung sa lahat na gusto pong pumunta, you can go here and you can top them and you can be partnered with them. So, let's go with the conversation, partner, no? So, before we proceed, we would like to at least give you the overview of our organization. So, as I mentioned before, we used to be the youngest chapter among 9 chapters, no? Ngayon, pa 10 na kami, Diyos ko. In Jesus' grace talaga, no? So, dahil kami po ay non-government organization, we're not affiliated with any sector of the government, and we are a non-profit. We are a non-sectarian organizations, and kami po ay maraming ginagawang serbisyo patungkol sa mental health. Ayan.
Yes. And yes po, as Philippine Mental Health Association, we have a lot of things na ginagawa na rin dito sa lalawigan ng Puerto Princesa, right? No? And also, hindi lang sa lalawigan ng Puerto Princesa, but also the entire Palawan.
Yes,
talagang nakita namin na kahit papaano, we do mental health services that can serve
not just in Puerto, but the whole province of Palawan.
At ano-ano nga ba yun,
yes,
Sir Josh?
But of course, we've been doing this service for 5 years already. But we just had our impact during the first mental health summit namin way back 2021.
Yes.
Imagine that. Nung pumasok pa ako dito, sobrang hindi ko talaga in-imagine na si Philippine Mental Health Association, affiliated ba siya sa government? Affiliated ba siya dito sa mga gaytong sektor? Pero he is, the PMHA itself, independent, kumbaga. So, non-profit din talaga. So, kami po ay gumagawa ng mga gaytong serbisyo para po, number one, to eradicate the stigma here in Palawan, especially kasi during the pandemic. Nung within the pandemic era, doon nila parang napaprocess pa lang. Whereas hindi pala. Mental health is everywhere. Mental health, ano na po siya, kasabay, naandoon na po siya sa ating buhay. Ngayon lang natin siya nabigyang pansin dahil nagbago ang ating buhay during the pandemic, no? So doon natin nakita kung gaano ka-importansya ang salitang mental health. And of course, ang ginagawa talaga ni PMHA, 4 po yan. Ano yung 4 na yun, partner?
Yes. Ayan, isa-isahin ko, no, kung ano nga ba yung mga bagay na ibinabahagi na namin sa mga Palaweños. Unahin na natin is yung we do is psychiatric interventions, no? Sa psychiatric intervention po, doon natin malalaman kung ano yung mga bagay na pinagdadaanan ng mga taong merong mental health conditions. They come to us to have a consultation with our doctor. And di ba, partner, sa buong lalawigan ng Palawan, imagine we only have 1 psychiatrist. And as of now, kahit papaano, there is many Palaweños na talagang lumalapit na sa atin to have a knowledge at gaano nga ba kahalaga at gaano nga ba kaimportante yung alisin yung stigma when it comes sa paglapit sa mga katulad nating mga nasa mental health na nagpo-provide ng mental health services, no? Yun yung una. Again, what is it? Is a psychiatric intervention or psychiatric consultation. Pangalawa, we also have a psychotherapy or the counseling. Doon naman po nagkakaroon ng time yung mga taong may pero pinagdadaanan na hindi nila kayang i-open up to specific people.
Yes,
For example, their family, their friends na they don't know how to tell a story about what is happening to them na kaya nilang makwento sa mga professionals katulad ng mga psychologists. At doon po nagkakaroon ng sessions or therapy yung mga kliyente po or clients na lumalapit sa amin.
Exactly.
The third one ay tinatawag naming basic mental health program, right? Which is we go outside the city or here in this city proper, nag-lecture po kami. Nagkakaroon po kami ng time with the young people or the community para maibahagi yung kahalagahan o the basic knowledge when it comes sa mental health.
Yes.
And the last one also, we do research. Which is, doon tayo laging babalik. Doon natin makikita na kung gaano nga ba talaga nagkakaroon ng impact yung mental health sa bawat isa. As the more we reach people and the more the people have a knowledge pagdating sa mental health, nagkakaroon ng pag-aaral patungkol doon at mas lumalawak pa yung kaalaman ng bawat isa saan? Sa mental health.
Okay,
diba?
Salamat partner for that very wonderful insight of yours naman. But to stress, no, yung ating resident psychiatrist, nag-iisa lang naman talaga siya sa Palawan.
Yes.
But then again, hindi natin kino-close doon ng doors. Marami tayong affiliated psychiatrists outside Palawan. Meron naman tayong visiting psychiatrist dito sa Puerto Princesa. So siya naman po ay nakakatuwang din ng ating nag-iisang resident psychiatrist here in Palawan. So, paigsiin natin kung ano nga ba yung apat na yan. Number one, education. We do education.
Yes.
We promote and we want to eradicate the stigma through raising awareness. Number two, what? Intervention. Tumutulong po tayo para magkaroon po ng mga serbisyo patungkol sa kanilang mentalidad. Number three, research. We gather data, we gather base data para malaman namin kung ito ba ay nakakatulong yung ating ginagawa sa komunidad or tayo ba ay nakakatulong pa ba. No? Yun ang aming ginagawa dito sa Puerto Princesa and the whole province of Palawan. So, going back, we were asked or parang kami ay naatasang mag-share kung ano nga bang importansya ng mental health. So, doon tayo sa salitang mental health partner, no? So, kami po ay umiikot na sa iba't ibang munisipyo, iba't ibang barangay ng Puerto Princesa, and this was the common words that we commonly hear when they hear mental health. Para sa kanila, negative connotation agad. Sakit.
That's it.
Illness agad. Hindi nila naiintindihan panlubusan kung ano nga ba ang salitang mental health. Pero, syempre, hindi natin mawala sa kanila yon. Hindi natin pwedeng invalid, mali ka doon. Hindi ganun eh. We try to make them understand that mental health is not just an illness. Right, partner? Hindi lang siya sakit. Kumbaga, mas marami pa siyang saklaw. And therefore, doon po kami nagkakaroon ng mga serbisyo na pwede namin maibigay pa sa ating mga kakomunidad. So, doon po pinapasok natin yung mga IEC, yung ating mga information, education campaign, mga ganyan. So, we also do the community-based mental health program. So, kami po ay nagtitrain din ng ating mga barangay health workers to become a mental health warrior or what we call mental health kaagapay. So, sila po yung ginagawa po namin para ma-duplicate po natin yung learnings natin. And it will not just stop there. Kumbaga, hindi lang magmumula lang sa amin palagi. So, we want to include and we want them to be more involved, especially when it comes to mental health. Kasi ang kaalaman ng lahat, partner, alam mo naman, na kapag mental health, baka mga professional lang ang pwede dyan. Baka mga license lang ang pwede dyan. Whereas, to tell you honestly, I'm not really part of mental health field. I'm not a graduate of psych. I'm a graduate of tourism, but I
Turista.
am proud of being a mental health advocate, diba? So, if I can do it, you guys can do it also. Diba,
That's
partner?
it. Totoo. Doon natin makikita, no, balik tayo din sa pinaka main point ng podcast natin today, which is mental health matters. No?
Yes, exactly.
Mental health matter, yes, everyone is, you matter. Diba? Na babalik talaga tayo sa sarili natin. Kung gaano nga ba kahalaga yung mga bagay na tumatakbo sa isipan natin, how we became more resilient. Diba? Partner, personally, like what you have said a while ago, no? Na tawag dito, you are not a graduate of the field in psychology.
Yes, exactly.
But being one of willing to be open or have a knowledge regarding the field, no? Talagang nabuksan yung puso mo para maging advocate. Wow.
Thank you naman.
Diba? Para maging advocate ka pagdating sa kahalagahan ng mentalidad ng bawat isa. Bakit? Kasi doon tayo laging babalik.
Yes, exactly.
We always need to go back sa sinasabi natin na paano naapektuhan ang lahat. How the people became so stressed and not functional. Why? Because how they think about themselves. That's why, ganun kahalaga yung mental health ng bawat isa. And as siguro ngayong araw na to, dahil papag-usapan na rin natin yung mental health, no? Focus tayo doon sa kung ano yung bagay na kaya natin ibigay sa mga Palaweños, right? Like, paano tayo magiging resilient personally? Like, it will become like my opinion, my testimony, how I became so resilient pagdating sa mga pinagdadaanan ko in personal life na meron ako, no? Ganon. What about your partner?
Totoo nga din naman talaga yon. Like, yung ganitong passion, it should be earned, it should be developed. Hindi siya basta-basta.
Yes.
No? So, it's really a matter of process din naman.
You need to love.
Yeah, you need that to love. Though it's not really part of my craft, but then again, you need to learn to develop it and to have a passion about it. So, dako naman tayo sa sa another question or another topic, no? So kasi this is actually rampant na rin naman na laging tinatanong ng karamihan, ano na nga ba ang mental health state sa lalawigan ng Palawan? Ito ba ay lumulobo? Ito ba ay sakto-sakto lang? Or ito ba ay wala lang? No? Well, to tell you honestly, here in the province of Palawan, we don't have that specific or accurate data about the mental health state or mental health data or mental health cases here in Palawan. Not just in Palawan, but in our region, right?
Yes.
But then again, may mga opisina tayong pwedeng puntahan at pwedeng at least alamin kung ano nga ba yung mga tumataas na cases. Kumbaga sa ating katulad ng HIV, katulad ng mental health, meron po tayong mga agencies or meron po tayong mga affiliated na opisina para malaman po natin yun. But the right request din ang ginagawa natin. The reason why siguro di nila masyadong inaano, no? Kasi baka magkaroon ng, what do you call that one? Yung makabahan yung mga tao
na kasi tumataas,
oo, ay di ba?
dumarami.
Magiging negative ano naman. So, just to be safe, not just hindi tinatago, just to be safe lang for the community itself, no?
Yes.
So, we understand it very well. But then again, it's important din na at least they somehow may nakikita tayong data, may nakikita tayong cases na bakit ganito na yung nangyayari. So, at least siguro with itong plano natin na to, 'di ba, sa darating natin na summit.
Yeah.
So, meron po kami darating na summit just to quick
Short,
quick
view, pakita.
quick view namin.
Parang
na ito yung gagawin naming summit. So, dito kasi magkakaroon kami ng data sharing, kung paano natin malalaman kung ano nga ba yung kalagayan na ba ng ating mental health dito sa Palawan. So, by that siguro we are looking forward na we were able to at least collaborate all the agencies na magkaroon ng iisang concise and accurate data when it comes to mental health cases. So, through that, and we are looking forward to it, na magkaroon na nga talaga.
Yes.
Diba? So, we are praying for that. So, please support us in doing it. So,
yeah. And yun,
partner.
diba, like, tawag dito, I think, in my own opinion, kumusta nga ba talaga yung mental state ng buong ng lalawigan o mga ng Palaweños, no, pagdating sa mental health. Ngayon, ang daming balita, 'di ba? Marami tayong nakikitang post sa Facebook, sa media, sa news that here in our lalawigan, maraming lumalabas na mga cases. For example, in southern part ng lalawigan, no, itong mga nakaraang buwan, ang daming nag-boom, ang dami daw cases na tumataas, mental health concerns, ganun. And I think that's the best way for us to know how important it is na kahit papaano may mga tao pang hindi nararating at hindi naaabot. I think that's the main point na sa laki ng Palawan, marami pang taong kailangan abutin. Which is tayo sa Philippine Mental Health Association.
We're actually doing it, right?
Nagagawa na natin siya at we are still hoping na yung mga hindi natin maaabot pa natin. And I think this is the best platform, no? Yung podcast na to. And thank you so much the part of podcast, which is nagiging good platform siya para kahit papaano makilala yung bagay na ginagawa ng Philippine Mental Health Association Palawan Chapter. That we are not just focusing on the city itself, but also we are trying to reach out the people outside the city, which is last time we go to San Vicente, remember? We do a basic mental health program or the WOW, yung Wellness on Wheels, na kung saan pumunta po kami doon to reach people na merong pinagdadaanan mentally or merong mental health conditions, and not just that, also the kids sa school, 'di ba partner, kayo nagturo sa mga bata, nagkaroon ng time ng art sessions sa mga bata, and not just that, but also the teachers and the community, the people in the community, we do lectures para kahit papaano maturuan sila kung gaano kahalaga yung mga bagay na maaaring nararanasan nila everyday that they have, no? Kaya yun. And we are trying to also to reach na the southern part of Palawan.
Yes, but actually we've already reached them. We already conducted mental health caravan to some places there, especially in Brooks Point, Rizal. So those are the places that we visited, and we are looking forward na some places pa in South we can at least do it and duplicate it also. So now naman, gusto ko rin malaman siguro kasi, or gusto natin sabihin, i-share sa kanila, no, na ano nga ba yung ginagawa natin to at least, or the initiatives na ginagawa natin to help the individuals, the families, and also the tawag ito yung sa mga workplaces nila, 'di ba? So paano ba natin mapanatiling magkaroon ng mental health good environment, tama, when it comes to these sectors? When it comes to the individuals talaga, yun nga, may ginagawa kaming advocacies. We empower them. By empowering them, we educate them, we open them when it comes to mental health, we give them access with the services na pwede nilang makuha mula sa mental health, not just in Philippine Mental Health Association. Marami po tayong pwedeng lapitan dito, especially the Roots of Health, marami po dyan, may SINAG. Yeah. Diba? So marami po tayong pwedeng lapitan ng mga sektor ng mental health offices, no?
The psychological services.
Exactly. So, and to the families naman, of course, meron tayong tinatawag na kamustahan session. Right?
Which is isa yun sa mga programa ni Sir Josh.
That's what I'm handling na. Nagkakaroon ng kamustahan session to the group of family for them to at least reconnect, at least understand kung ano nga ba naging state ng mga bata ngayon. Dati kasi, nung bata ako, hindi ako ganyan eh. Bakit ganito yung mga bata? So at least, to give them the full understanding, bakit nga ba naging ganito kabilis yung change ng mga bata? Na bakit ganito ba yung naging epekto ng mga technologies, 'di ba? So maraming factors po 'yan. So we also started the parent team. Conducted by the Sangguniang Kabataan, especially the Tinigiban, and also by the help of Santa Lourdes and also the San Pedros, and the whole barangays of Puerto Princesa, no? So doon pa lang nakikitaan natin na they really driven din talaga to at least awaken the minds, the understanding of all parents na bakit ganito na ba ang ganitong generation. What generation are you ba? Ako Gen Z ako eh. Gen Z ako eh. So, doon natin makikita yung kaibahan ng bawat henerasyon. So, when it comes to the workplace naman, partner, no, what we do in, tinatawag nating, corporate workers or mga employees, we conduct mental health in the workplace. gusto namin silang ma-sharean o ma-educate paano nga ba nila pangalagaan ang kanilang mentalidad or mental health state when it comes to their works. Kasi majority of the reasons why they are stressed, why they are being disturbed, is because of their workloads.
Yeah.
Is because of their, tawag dito yung mga pressure sa works, diba? So, aside sa works, yung mga katrabaho. Diba? So, yun yung mga dumadagdag na factors. So, again, tinuturuan namin sila and we share knowledge when it comes to the mental health in the workplace. So, I think we started already sa ating partnered na mga schools, na mga offices, na kapag bisita na rin po kami.
We do it like last year, no? Noong December ba yun? Or, yeah, nagkaroon kami ng summit.
Yes.
And also we do it focuses on the professional people, workplace, anong klaseng environment, paano sila magko-cope, and ano yung mga bagay na pwede nilang gawin pagdating na pressure na sila o nababurn out na sila sa dami ng
ginagawa,
responsibilities pagdating sa trabaho. And I think marami tayong na-invite during that time na maraming natutunan, and still we are trying to reach out many companies and agencies na kahit papaano talaga is balik tayo lagi sa basic no?
Yes. So, naniniwala rin kami kasi dito sa aming organisasyon na, di ba sabi nga nila, everyday is a learning process talaga. So, parang doon pa rin kami na lagi talaga natin silang i-educate for them to have it in their mind, no? So, dadako naman tayo, partner. Gusto ko naman alamin, or though ito lagi naman natin ito sinishare sa ating mga topics, sa ating mga ginagawang information drive advocacies. So, paano mo ba ma-share sa kanila or masasabi sa tao na ito yung mga dapat na mga coping strategies na ginagawa mo dapat sa in your daily life? Ano ba yung mga sinishare mo? Ano ba yung pwede mong ma-share? Di lang sa akin, kasi alam ko na rin naman. Sa kanila. Baka pwede nating bigyan sila kahit paano a glimpse of tips how to take care of your mental health, right?
Oo. I think lagi namin din po ini-encourage every time we talk to the young people, especially the youth, no? Kasi sa panahon ngayon, lagi tayong kailangan nila laging maging curious about many things. Sa pagiging curious nila, doon nagkakaroon ng pressure. Okay, balik tayo sa personal experiences kapag dating sa mga ganung bagay. Yung mga nagiging coping ko or strategy ko para hindi ako malunod sa stress or sa pinagdadaanan ko sa daily life na meron ako, I do journaling po.
Wow.
Diba?
Nagsusulat. That's very powerful.
Yes. At ano ba, partner? Sa pagsusulat ko, minsan nakakabuna ako ng tula. O, diba? Hindi mo yun, tapos basahin mo mamaya.
Sometimes nga daw, diba, pag nag-journal ka, you unleashed the hidden talent na meron ka. So, baka malay mo pag nag-journal ka, magaling ka palang manunulat. So,
diba?
At least you unleashed another talents of yours, diba?
Yes, which is one of that thing na ginagawa ko is part of the coping. It's also part of the coping strategy na inahanap ko yung bagay na doon ako mag-i-enjoy, which is sa pagsusulat. Hindi lang yon, nag-gym din ako.
Tama yan.
Nag-break ako ng 2 buwan.
Ako rin naman nag-gym din ako. Pero sa kitchen. Sa kitchen, well, it's already helpful din naman. Pumunta ka sa kitchen, you cook whatever you like, what's your favorite food. Yan, ginagawa ko yan. Pero again, mas okay na gawin natin siya in a moderate way. Huwag natin pasobrahan. Ang laging sobra ay masama. So, kailangan natin, kahit paano, cravings ka, okay, you can have it, pero huwag naman sobra.
Ibang gym yun, partner.
Ibang gym ba yun? Sorry naman. So, ako naman, what I can share, siguro kasi, kumbaga, we need another scenery, change of scenery, kumbaga. I love travel. I love to travel. I love another places to visit. Yun mga gusto kong puntahan. So,
coffee shop.
Yes, mga coffee shop. So, yun ang pwede nating i-feed sa ating mental health to be okay. Kasi kapag ginawa mo yon, hindi naman ibang tao magbe-benefit nun.
Yes, ikaw.
Ikaw sa sarili mo. Kasi again, number one, taking care of yourself, hindi siya selfish. Kumbaga, you're just choosing
taking a break
to be okay. You're just choosing yourself, not just to ipakita sa kanila na ganito ako. No. gusto mong ipakita sa kanila na the way you take care of yourself, ay ganun dapat yung pwede mong maibigay sa kanilang paaral din na kailangan nating pangalagaan ang ating sarili. Because no one will do it for you.
Yes.
My God, sino magpapaligo sa'yo? Lalo na't wala kang jowa. Sino magpapakain sa'yo? Lalo na't wala magde-deliver sa'yo. Diba? So again, let's go back sa doon mismo sa sarili natin.
Yes.
So taking care of yourself is not a selfish act. Okay? Yeah. Remember that. Hindi siya selfish. Take care of yourself so that you can take care the community or the people that surrounds you. Okay?
Yes. Ako muna,
so, yun lang. Ako
bago
muna.
ang iba.
And also,
diba?
siguro partner, slow down, no? Pinakagusto kong term din na slow down sa lahat ng bagay. Kasi the more you pressure yourself, the more your mental health being disturbed. Diba? Ako pa minsan, gusto ko nito. Gusto ko na ganyan. Pero
gusto
you're not doing anything
agad.
at all. Diba?
Yeah.
So, doon tayo sa slow down. Siguro yung mga kaya lang din natin gawin. Yung mga ideal, yung realistic, 'di ba? So again, it's really good thing na dahan-dahan. Hindi sobrang dahan naman. Yung kahit paano yung kaya natin, 'di ba? So that's a good thing then. And ano pa bang pwede natin i-share sa kanila na coping strategies for their daily life?
I think ito yung pinaka-basic that young people and the oldest, no, adolescents.
The adults.
Para sa lahat. Yung pinaka-common na ginagawa ngayon ng mga Palawenyo, alam mo kung ano? Nagja-jogging.
Okay.
Walking.
Yes.
Isa yan sa pwede maging coping po natin, no? Like, balik tayo doon sa mga mafe-fresh yung natin, yung utak natin. So, sobrang daming ginawa ninyo buong araw sa pagtatrabaho, sa pag-aaral. Saan ka babalik? Try mo kayo yung mga bagay na
ginagawa mo na dati.
Yeah. Nagtitake a break ka, no? Hindi mo isipin yung naiwan mo sa school, hindi mo isipin yung naiwan mo sa trabaho. Kung hindi, wait lang, saglit lang, ako
rest,
muna.
Pause.
Oo.
Tama.
Which is, I think, isa yun sa pwede makatulong sa mga sa atin. Yung paglalakad. Minsan ginagawa ko yung partner sa bahay.
Ako nag-walking ako before, pero hanggang kanto lang at bilihan ng tindahan na. Bibili na ng pagkain.
Pagkain na naman. Ka, diba? Napag-isip-isipan mo yung
of course.
That's good na you do jogging. If gusto mong gawin yung bagay na yun,
yes.
Kung ano yung bagay na gusto mo at nakakatulong sa'yo para kahit papaano makahinga ka,
exactly.
That's good. Like what I have said a while ago, journaling, diba? Ano pa,
gym,
meditation, gym, jogging.
Walking, jogging, find your
Yes.
food, find your comfort, lahat yan, you can do it. Change of scenery, let's go to that. But again, reminder is mag-spend lang tayo beyond our means lang. Wag masyadong maging lavish life. Kung hindi kaya, wag muna. Pero kung may sobra, sige go. Ganun naman talaga lagi, no? So, do you believe that partner, no, na siguro kasi a lot of people will they usually say na nakaka-stress na yung buhay. Ang stress naman gito ganyan. It's actually a common reaction of our body. Stress is a common reaction of our body. Lahat tayo nasi-stress. But then again, hindi lahat marunong mag-manage na kanilang stress, no? So again, it's one of the coping mechanism then is to at least manage your stress. How to manage your stress? Number 1, self-care.
Yes.
Number 2, matulog na maaga. Number 3, wag mo masyado i-pressure yung sarili mo.
Procrastination. Don't make yourself
exactly. And those are the things na basic, siguro sabihin natin madali, but it's really hard to do. 'Di ba? Hindi lahat kayang gawin. It's easy to say, but it's hard to do. It's hard to do it in action, 'di ba? So it's really a matter of understanding na lahat tayo nasa-stress, but we have to learn how to manage it very well. No, so ganun lang naman talaga. So that's that's what we can share about a coping mechanism or your coping strategies in your daily life. So now partner, let's go on sa kaugnayan naman ng community or ng komunidad when it comes to mental health. 'Di ba partner, sa aking program, meron na akong tinatawag na community-based mental health program. So lahat po ng ating binibigay na serbisyo, kaalaman, lahat po yan ay naka-align po ng pang-komunidad. Kumbaga, they can easily understand it. Hindi yung mga jargon words na
scientific.
pang-doctor lang talaga yung pwedeng makaintindi.
Yes.
This time, sila mismo magbigay sa atin ng mga materials whereas the community can fully understand ano nga ba si mental health and what can be their role to be a mental health advocate, 'di ba? So that's the reason why magti-train tayo ng mga barangay health workers, community members, school communities, lahat po 'yan. We involve them kasi nga lahat po tayo nakakaranas ng mental health. Lahat po tayo ay may mental health. Tama? So hindi lang po siya. Hindi lang din po ako. Hindi lang po yung mga taong nasa paligid natin because lahat po tayo, we have our mental health.
Yes.
Okay?
And I think, partner, no, ano yung bagay na kayang itulong ng community pagdating sa mental health? Balik tayo doon sa, dapat bawat isa sa atin, we learn how to break the stigma.
Exactly.
'Di ba? At yun yung isa sa pinaka-goal natin na baliin or i-break yung stigma pagdating sa mental health. As an individual, if you learn something new when it comes sa mental health, dapat ikaw na agad yung mag-i-initiate na hindi yan pagdating na pag sinabing mental health, kalusugan ng isip, there's something wrong pagdating sa tao na to.
Exactly.
Right? Dapat ikaw na agad yung nag-create ng knowledge to one another na hindi pag sinabing mental health, matakot ka, 'di ba? Pag sinabing mental health, kailangan akin lang to, hindi ko kayang ibahagi sa iba. No. Mental health is the most important thing that we have as a person. Why? Kasi pag meron kang ways or pamamaraan personally in one community as one person that can inspire one community, I think that's mental health.
Exactly.
Bakit? Kasi pag meron kang positive mental health, everything will be affected. Paglabas mo, nakasmile ka. 'Di ba?
Yes.
Paglabas mo, nakita mo yung mga taong, yung mga friends mo, yung mga hindi mo kakilala. Pagsakay mo ng multicab, no? Pagsakay mo ng multicab, may problema yung katabi mo, pero nginitian mo. That is the sign na ang sarap minsan na sa'yo nagsisimula personally. In one smile, in one word, kumusta ka? In question, kumusta ka? Yung bagay na kaya mong ibato sa mga tao in a positive way.
Exactly.
That what one community can change the whole nation. Wow! Diba?
Grabe naman talaga. Miss Universe na po ata yung napuntahan natin at hindi na po ito ang The Puerto Podcast. Pasensya na. But then again, yeah, let's give the highlight on that one, no? So, it's really important na yung community itself din talaga may pakialam.
Hindi lang nakikinig.
Yes.
No?
May pakialam sila. Again, sabi nga ng mga lolo't nanay, mga kinakata, sakit ng kalingkingan ay sakit ng buong
katawan.
Kaya lang din po yun. Kung ang isang komunidad ay walang pakialam, lahat po ay walang nagiging magandang epekto.
Right.
Tama? So, it's really important that yung community ay nagiging community mental health free.
Yes.
Diba? So, lahat sila na hindi nakikita na kung isa na to malungkot lang, buang na to. Yung isa na to, ay ano na to, sira ulo na to. Diba? If the community themselves, they understand what is mental health is, they will help each other rather than to pull them down, 'di ba? Kaya nga 'di ba sa mga lecture natin, partner, na kapag sinabing aktibong bahagi ng komunidad. One of the mental health positive side daw 'yon. Kumbaga kung ikaw ay may mental health, if you are a mentally health okay, meaning, aktibong bahagi ka daw ng komunidad, 'di ba? So it's one of the characteristic ng pagkakaroon ng magandang lusog isip. Tama? So doon ko rin nakita yung kahalagahan ng komunidad. So it's not just because baka mga alam lang sila, no, mga ganyan, no. Lahat po tayo may pakialam. Lahat po tayo dapat may pakialam. So we need to be an effective member of our community. Tama?
That's true.
Yeah. So now, let's go on naman, partner.
Tuloy
Sinabi naman dito kasi, ang sinabi naman, gaano daw ka-importance yung para naman sa mga kabataan when it comes to their mental wellness. 'Di ba? So parang feeling ko, dito natin makikita yung partisipasyon ng mga kabataan ngayon, 'di ba? So, nakikita ba natin na are they being okay, are they being
Open.
disturbed, are they being open, or are they being nag-iinarte? Kumbaga, ang sabi nga naman ng karamihan. But then again, siguro ito napapansin nyo rin naman. Hindi lang naman siguro kami, hindi lang siguro siya, hindi naman siguro kung sino man. Siguro kasi now, mental health na pag-uusapan kasi nagiging vocal ang ating mga kabataan. No, nadidepress, nadistress ako. Though, may mga maling term tayong nagagamit, lalo na sa mga sitwasyon, na hindi dapat natin sinasabi na nadidepress. Kasi depression is a diagnosed thing ng ating mental health aspect. But then again, if we teach them in the right way, in a truthful manner, mas magiging maganda, mas magiging okay yung kanilang pag-o-open, 'di ba? So, nandun pa rin pinapag-uusapan dahil nga sila ay masyado nilang sinasabi na ganito naramdaman ko. They are very open and that's good. That's good, 'di ba? Sobrang maganda. I think we owe it to them.
Yes.
We owe it to them. So, it's really important din na yung mga kabataan natin, we keep them involved, we keep them aware, and we keep them raise their voice when it comes to mental health. Kasi nga, ngayon, as I mentioned earlier, hindi natin alam na sila pala mismo yung pinaka napupuruhan these days. Kasi ngayon changes ng generation, hindi natin alam kung bakit ka ba ganito nagiging epekto. Lalo na, sabi nga ng iba, yung mga technologies, yung pagbabago ng panahon. So, it's really one of the factors. So, that's what we do naman. Nagpupunta po kami ng mga schools, ng mga organization din po kami ng mga youth organization na mga tinatap to at least give them the basic knowledge about mental health and to at least open them kung ano pa yung mga serbisyong pwede nilang makuha patungkol sa mental health. Tama, partner?
That's true. And I think, pag gagawa tayo ng we give them a safe space, no? Safe space na tinatawag. Kailangan magkaroon din ng kahalagahan yung balik doon sa pamilya. What kind of home that youth have? Anong klaseng tahanan meron sila? Ang pagkakaroon ng safe space, I think, partner, nagsisimula siya sa tahanan.
Exactly.
Diba? Na anong
It should start.
Yes,
it must
dapat
start
magsimula. Na kailangan sa bahay pa lang, nararamdaman na ng mga
safe
anak nila
sila.
na safe sila. Kaya nilang ibahagi yung ano yung tumatakbo sa isipan nila, ano yung nararamdaman nila, ano yung pinagdaanan nila ng mga nakarang araw. Alam nila na ang kasama nila sa tahanan ay magiging safe space nila. And another thing is, paglabas nila ng tahanan, what kind of community that they have. Sa school, especially the teachers, di ba? Kailangan bawat isa tayo, napaparamdam natin sa kanila na kaya natin ipakita sa kanila na we are a safe space to them.
Exactly.
Lagi kong, every time we talk, partner, kung mapapansin mo, lagi kong sinasabi na ang kwento mo ay mahalaga. Kaya yung kwento ng katabi mo ay mahalaga din. So, by that means, ibig sabihin nun, bawat kwento natin mahalaga. That's why we need also a safe space. Yung kwento kasi na mahalaga minsan, pag hindi natin na ibahagi sa safe space, nasisira siya. Meaning, nagkakaroon ng maling pananaw. Which is, balik tayo doon sa bahay, sa community, at ano yung bagay na kaya nating ibigay sa kanila, sa mga kabataan na meron tayo sa ngayon.
Yes.
Why? Because like what you have said a while ago, no, partner, na yung mga kabataan ngayon, minsan na nagkakaroon na ng quote sa kanila na inarte lang yan, di ba?
It's actually not because from them It's actually from the people that surrounds them.
Yes.
Kasi nga yung mga kabataan, they're very vocal.
Yes.
But then again, the people that didn't know how to at least address that concern, they think nakaartihan lang.
Yeah,
so that's what we want to eradicate, to at least change the mind or yung kaalaman nila patungkol doon. Kumbaga, lahat naman talaga tayo, we need to be validated.
Yes, that's
we need
true.
to be heard. So,
yes.
Tama naman siguro na sometimes intindihan natin kung ano nga ba ang pinagdaraanan ng ating mga anak, ng mga kabataan ngayon.
Kaibigan.
Yes. Lahat po tayo, lahat yan.
Yes.
And naapektuhan.
Add ko na din, partner, no? Paano nagkakaroon ng safe space? Not just the youth itself, but also lahat tayo. ang simpleng pag-upo sa tabi ng kaibigan mo.
Exactly.
Ayan.
Just
Yan,
like what we have right now, no?
Diba? At tinanong mo, kumusta ka? And then, nagkwenta
Oh my
yung
God.
kaibigan mo. O, diba?
That word pa lang, kamusta ka?
Yes.
Parang feeling niya, someone is willing
Willing to listen.
hear me out, listen to me, at least validate my feelings.
Yes.
From that question pa lang, ang dami ng magiging epekto sa tao.
Which is, ang ganda nun, na kaya mong magtanong, mag-create ng conversation. And the most important thing is, if you feel that your friend has a problem na pinagdadaanan, kaya mong makinig lang.
Yes.
Doon ka lang muna. Pakinggan mo kung anong pinagdadaanan niya. Pakinggan mo kung ano yung laman ng puso't isipan niya. Kung anong hinanakit na meron siya. That's it. You don't need to tell or kasi ganito baka ganito, baka ganyan. Ano ba kasing ginawa mo? No. The most important thing that we can become a safe space to everyone first is to listen.
Exactly.
Diba?
Listen is one of the important thing. Tama. You have to be heard and someone will listen to you. Napakalaking bagay yan. So, ayun po yung ating pwedeng magawa at mangyari, no? So, now naman, let's go on sa, do you believe ba, partner, that resiliency can build a mentally healthy generation?
Yes.
Diba?
Oo. Kasi, ang pagiging resilient kasi, it is not just about kailangan maging matapang ka everyday
Exactly.
Dahil may problema ka ngayong araw na to, tapos same problem you're gonna face tomorrow, kailangan maging matapang ka ng no. When we apply mental health to become more resilient about the things we experience in our life, kailangan aware ka at meron kang decision sa life mo na may pinagdadaanan ka, hindi dapat laging nauulit lang. Mapapagod ka. Kailangan meron kang deadline na matapos.
May natatapos.
Yes.
Tama naman. And for me naman, resiliency is one of the weapon that we can have. Kasi nga, hindi mo yan pwedeng makuha sa iba. Kumbaga, you have to earn it to yourself.
Yes.
You have to be resilient.
Mm-hmm.
Yung confidence mo, magiging okay. Yung tiwala mo sa sarili mo, magiging okay. Lahat yan, it will all develop kapag mayroon kang self-resiliency.
Mm-hmm.
It's really important, especially now in the younger ones. Kaya nga po kami, we train them, we give them knowledge about mental health. Number one, to equip them, to prepare them, and to open them when it comes to mental health. So by that, I think we are creating resilient generation or resilient community. So that's one of the, siguro, gusto ko nang ipagmalaki mula sa Philippine Mental Health Association. Kasi it's one of the important thing to have. Kasi hindi mo yan pwedeng kunin sa iba.
Right.
You have to earn it by yourself. So I think that's the important talaga to build a resilient community, especially the younger ones, no? So partner, ikaw ba, kapag sinabi mong resilient ka, mentally okay ka na?
Like what I've said a while ago, no? We can be resilient, but sometimes you are not mentally okay.
Yes.
Minsan pinapakita natin
We
na
still
strong
have our
tayo.
weakness.
Yes, but sometimes yung pagiging strong pala na yun, sa panlabas lang. But ano yung meron tayo inside?
Yes.
Which is yun yung mahalaga. Na we need to be...
The core.
Yes, we need to go back to the core and we need to be resilient in our core para paglabas natin. We are double. Parang alam mo yun, meron ka ng body, meron ka pang armor na mentally resilient ka, but also personally you are a resilient person talaga.
Yes, exactly. Indeed, partner, no? So, ayun, I think we were able to address all the topics that we were asked to have. But then again, we want to remind and we want to at least give you the knowledge then that mental health is not a joke. Mental health, you should prioritize.
Universal.
You need to learn how to manage your mental health. And again, mental health is a universal right, according to WHO, World Health Organization. So sobrang importante siya. Lagi po namin sinasabi na you can never be someone if your mental health was being disturbed. hindi mo marireach ang mga goals mo sa buhay kung ang mental health mo ay may problema. Tama? Even our physical. 'Di ba? Kung may pinagdadaanan ka sa physical mo, you can never work properly, 'di ba? Also in mental health, kung may pinagdaraanan ang iyong lusog isip, you can't function well, you can think properly, and you can decide properly. So again, take care of yourself, be more open para mas maalagaan natin ang ating sarili at mas maintindihan natin ang importansya ng mental health. So once again po, we are from Philippine Mental Health Association, Palawan chapter, and we would like to extend our gratitude for the podcast Puerto Princesa. Sobrang thank you for giving this great avenue for us to voice out and for us to at least invite everyone. We would like to promote this. No? So we would like to invite everyone for our upcoming fourth Mental Health Summit here in the province of Palawan. Titled, A Look Inside Suicide, Prevention, Intervention, Postvention. So most likely po, ang aming gustong mangyari sa aming summit is to at least understand kung ano nga ba ang mga naidudulot ng suicide sa ating community at ano nga ba yung nagiging epekto nito. Tama? So, and also, we want to indulge also kaya po kami may tinawag na postvention to at least help yung mga naiwan. Tama? Yung mga iniwan ng mga, siguro sabihin natin na commit ng suicide commit suicide. So doon namin gusto namin malaman kung gaano rin kahirap sa mga pamilya na may ganun silang naranasan sa kanilang buhay. So yun ang gusto naming mangyari ngayon sa ating fourth Mental Health Summit.
And I think nagiging isa sa pinaka main din natin siya, concern here in our province with the suicide. That's why we want also you guys na magkaroon ng knowledge pagdating sa suicide. Kasi minsan, pag sinabing suicide, tumatakbo sa isip natin, we don't need to talk about it. But the most important,
we blocked it right away.
Yes,
diba?
Na pag usapang suicide, mahalaga yun. Kailangan pag-usapan yan, hindi yung tinatago. Kaya we want to invite all of you for this coming fourth Mental Health Summit.
Momentous event of ours. Sobra. This is actually one of the highlight of our year, the fourth Mental Health Summit. So if you can attend, if you can be a partner with us, pwede naman po. And we would like to also extend our gratitude na may nag-pledge na po sa atin na partnership. Are we allowed to say it naman, no? Bawal pala. So, but then again, alam naman niya kung sino naman din siya. But then again, thank you so much for partnering with us. But we are still open kung sino po ang gusto mag-partner. And sa mga gusto mag-participate po, you can reach us through our Facebook page. Dito na rin po sa screen natin kung ano po yung mga natin po, Facebook page and contact numbers po. You can reach us out there. And also, kung gusto nyo pong maging parte po nito, pwede nyo pong i-scan yung QR code na provided po natin and also the link na meron po tayo. And maraming salamat po to Puerto Podcast for having us again. So once again, we are the Philippine Mental Health Association Palawan Chapter. Ang inyong kaagapay.